Hello Lakers fan, if you are one of those who are always up to date with the news about our Lakers, then you need to stay tuned to what is coming up on our Lakers news channel. I am preparing exclusive coverage on the possible signings of Lakers, and what I can tell you is that rumors are catching fire on social media, and if you don't want to miss any information, stay tuned. We have exclusive news every day. If you are a true Lakers and don't want to be left out of the news, be sure to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Let's go to the video.
LeBron James to debut All-NBA jersey patch when he returns in the 2025-26 season. LeBron James may be starting his 23rd NBA season, but he's far from done making history. While the Los Angeles Lakers star won't suit up for opening night due to a lingering sciatic nerve issue on his right side, he's targeting a return to the lineup in mid-November, and when he does, the spotlight will be his once again. When LeBron steps back on the court, he'll become the first player in NBA history to play in a 23rd season, a milestone that would be impressive on its own. But what makes it even more remarkable is that he's still performing at an elite level. In his 22nd season, James was named to the All-NBA second team, firmly cementing his status as one of the top 15 players in the league even 2 decades into his career. And this year, the jersey he wears for his season debut will carry a little extra weight and meaning. As part of a new initiative, the NBA is introducing special jersey patches to honor players who earned major accolades during the 2024-25 season. These exclusive patches will be featured on players' uniforms during their season debut, spotlighting achievements such as MVP, Rookie of the Year, and All-NBA honors. ESPN's Anthony Garib reports that icons like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, MVP, Evan Mobley, Defensive Player of the Year, and Stephon Castle, Rookie of the Year, will sport trophy patches sewn above the Nike logo on the front of their jerseys. Players named to the All-NBA, All-Defensive, or All-Rookie teams will also wear unique patches, though players who received multiple honors will wear only their highest achievement. So while Gilgeous-Alexander was also named First-Team All-NBA, his jersey will only feature the MVP patch. These commemorative patches will be worn just once, during each player's season debut, making them a collector's dream. In fact, the game-worn jerseys will be auctioned by Sotheby's, the NBA's official game-used memorabilia partner. Each player will also receive a copy of the jersey to keep for themselves. It's a creative new way for the league to celebrate last season's best, and yes, also a clever way to add intrigue and jersey sales to the opening stretch of the season. LeBron, of course, will be among the 35 players honored with a patch, his being All-NBA second team, even though he didn't take home an individual award like MVP or DPOY. And while his patch may not hit the court until a few weeks after opening night, it will still serve as a reminder: greatness, especially LeBron's, has no expiration date. LeBron, one of 3 Lakers out for opening night. James won't be the only Laker on the sidelines for the team's opening night matchup against the Golden State Warriors. He'll be joined by Adu Thiero and Maxi Kleber on the inactive list. The Lakers are expected to roll out a starting 5 of Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, DeAndre Ayton, and Gabe Vincent. Off the bench, they'll lean on the likes of Jared Vanderbilt, Marcus Smart, Jake LaRavia, Jackson Hayes, and Dalton Knecht. James' absence from opening night marks a rare delay in what was set to be a milestone moment, not just for his career, but for NBA history. As the league prepares to honor its standout performers from the previous season in a fresh, visual way, James' delayed return only amplifies the anticipation surrounding his eventual debut. The significance of LeBron's 23rd season goes far beyond longevity. It's not just that he's played more seasons than anyone else at his level, it's that he's still influencing the game in ways few players can. In 2024-25, he averaged over 25 points per game, while also contributing in rebounds, assists, and leadership. His selection to the All-NBA second team at 40 years old was less a tribute to his legacy and more a recognition of his continued excellence. That kind of sustained dominance is virtually unheard of in professional sports. And while his current injury, sciatica affecting his right side, has sidelined him temporarily, sources close to the team indicate there's no long-term concern. His rehab is progressing as expected, and the Lakers are being cautious, understanding the bigger picture. The NBA community hasn't been quiet about this moment. Players, coaches, and analysts alike have pointed out that LeBron's continued presence on the All-NBA team underscores just how rare his career arc is. In post-media interviews, several current players, including Jason Tatum and Giannis Antetokounmpo, commented on how surreal it is to still be competing against someone who was in the league before many of them were in high school. Even rival executives have acknowledged that James' return will immediately shift the balance in the Western Conference. Despite entering his 23rd season, he remains a focal point for defensive schemes and a strategic chess piece the Lakers rely on in crunch time. The Lakers, who retooled their roster in the offseason, are hoping that a healthy LeBron can help them find consistency early, especially with high expectations surrounding the pairing of Luka Doncic and DeAndre Ayton. There's cautious optimism within the organization that this roster, with the right chemistry and health, could be in contention for a deep playoff run. LeBron's All-NBA patch debut, when it finally comes, will carry more weight than just a symbol of last season's achievement. It'll be a visual cue for fans, teammates, and opponents that even in year 23, he's still part of the elite. With James targeting mid-November for his return, the NBA world will be watching, not just to see how he plays, but to witness a living legend add another chapter to a career that continues to defy expectations. Luka Doncic eager for opening night duel against Stephen Curry. After months of anticipation, Lakers fans are finally getting what they've been waiting for, a full season with Luka Doncic at the helm of the franchise. Doncic wasted no time committing to his new team. On the very first day he was eligible, he signed a 3-year extension this past summer, signaling not just loyalty, but leadership. Now with LeBron James sidelined to start the 2025-26 season, Doncic steps into the spotlight with a chance to show that the future of the Lakers is not only in good hands, it's already here. The Lakers tip off their season on opening night with a highly anticipated matchup against the Golden State Warriors. While fans won't get to see the classic James vs. Curry showdown, they will get something just as intriguing, Luka Doncic going head-to-head with Stephen Curry, a clash of generational talents and basketball minds. Ahead of the game, Doncic didn't hide his excitement about the matchup. Absolutely. As an opponent, he's obviously really tough to guard, Doncic said about Curry. He's always moving, can shoot from anywhere, it's tough, but at the same time, it's exciting. Facing a player like that on opening night? It's going to be a big-time game. At this stage in their careers, both Curry and James continue to defy age and expectation. And with Golden State's core still intact, the Warriors remain a dangerous presence in the Western Conference. They may be an aging roster on paper, but when healthy, they can match up with anyone. Without LeBron, Doncic will be tasked with carrying even more responsibility, especially when it comes to keeping up with Golden State's offensive rhythm and trying to slow down Curry's impact. Offensively, Doncic has never struggled to create, for himself or for others, but opening night will test how well he and his new teammates can respond to the Warriors' relentless ball movement and perimeter shooting. There's no denying it, Doncic vs. Curry has all the makings of a shootout. And if Luka can lead the Lakers to a statement win, it could set the tone not just for the season, but for what may be his first true MVP campaign in Los Angeles. Doncic calls for more physicality from the Lakers. The Lakers had their share of ups and downs during the preseason, especially when head coach J.J. Redick experimented with smaller, quicker lineups. As a bigger guard, Doncic is capable of holding his own defensively, but he was candid about what the team needs to sharpen moving forward. "We've got to be more physical," he said. "We can score, we have talent, but this league is tough. You've got to fight on every possession. If we want to compete with the best teams, that's where it starts." His message was clear: talent isn't enough. For the Lakers to find success this season, they'll need to bring intensity and presence on both ends of the floor. With Curry and the Warriors setting the first test, Doncic and company have an immediate opportunity to show just how serious they are about contending, not someday but now. Doncic's honest assessment of the team's physicality speaks to the broader challenge the Lakers face early this season. With LeBron James out and a roster still adjusting to new rotations under head coach J.J. Redick, the team doesn't have time to ease into rhythm, especially not against an opponent as experienced and cohesive as Golden State. Defensively, the Warriors are known for exploiting hesitation. Their ball movement, off-ball screens, and pace can expose any lapses in communication or effort. That's precisely what Doncic emphasized, not just being talented, but being tough, focused, and relentless. The Lakers will need that edge if they hope to contain Curry, whose conditioning and spatial awareness make him a constant threat, even without the ball in his hands. One area of concern for the Lakers entering opening night is their perimeter defense. Throughout the preseason, they struggled to close out on shooters and rotate effectively, issues that can be fatal against a team like Golden State, which thrives on exploiting space and punishing defensive miscues. Doncic, who has often carried a heavy offensive load, may now be expected to take on more responsibility on the other end of the floor, both as a communicator and as a physical presence. Offensively, the Lakers are still learning how to flow around Donic's playmaking style. While the talent is undeniable, with players like Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and Gabe Vincent expected to be key contributors, the chemistry isn't fully developed. That lack of cohesion was evident during preseason matchups, where spacing issues and miscommunications were frequent. However, there were also flashes of potential. Donic's connection with DeAndre Ayton in pick-and-roll sets showed early promise, and his ability to create mismatches could prove vital against Golden State's smaller defensive rotations. Veteran voices in the locker room, including Marcus Smart and Jarred Vanderbilt, have stressed the importance of setting a tone early in the season. With expectations high and scrutiny inevitable, the Lakers are aware that every game matters in a Western Conference stacked with elite talent. The media response to Luka's leadership role has been largely positive. Analysts have pointed out how vocal and engaged he's been in practices and huddles, embracing the responsibilities that come with being the face of one of the league's most storied franchises. With LeBron temporarily out of the picture, Doncic has a rare opportunity to define the team's identity in real time, not just as a scorer or star, but as a leader. A strong performance against the Warriors wouldn't just be a confidence boost for the team. It could signal a new chapter for the Lakers, one where Doncic steps fully into the spotlight, not as a replacement for LeBron, but as the player tasked with building on his legacy and carrying the franchise forward. As opening night approaches, the stakes are clear. For Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers, it's not just about one game, it's about proving that this new era has already begun. J.J. Redick believes Luka Doncic deserves MVP talk if the Lakers win. As the 2025-26 NBA season tips off, all eyes are on Luka Doncic and what he can bring in his first full season with the Los Angeles Lakers. After a dominant run in the 2025 FIBA Eurobasket, where he looked in peak physical condition, expectations are sky high. There's a growing belief that this could be the best version of Luka we've ever seen. Now, with LeBron James expected to miss the start of the season, new Lakers head coach J.J. Redick will be leaning even more heavily on Doncic to drive the offense and lead the team. Naturally, that sparked the MVP conversation. And according to Redick, that's not just talk, it's a real possibility. He's driven by winning, Redick told the LA Times Tuk Ning Nguyen. I know that because we talk about it all the time. That's what fuels him. And if we're winning at a high level, there's no doubt in my mind he'll be right there in the MVP conversation. Redick's words carry weight, not only as a first-year head coach, but as someone who's shared locker rooms with MVPs and understands what greatness looks like. And he's right, historically, MVP honors go hand in hand with team success. Players rarely get serious MVP consideration if their team hovers around .500. But if the Lakers find themselves among the top 4 teams in the West, and Luka is putting up his usual eye-popping numbers, he'll be right there alongside the likes of Nikola Jokic and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic already has 3 top 5 MVP finishes under his belt. His closest brush with the award came in 2024, when he finished third after leading the Dallas Mavericks to 50 wins and an NBA Finals appearance. That kind of impact is exactly what the Lakers are hoping for, and with the purple and gold behind him, it's not out of reach. But Luka's focus isn't on individual awards. As he's said time and again, winning is everything. That's why he's already setting the tone for what the Lakers need to improve, and for him, it starts with toughness. I think when we start games with physicality, that's when we're at our best, Doncic said after a recent practice. So we need to be more physical, no question. Especially getting into those pick-and-roll actions. Be physical. Set the tone. It's that blend of leadership, awareness, and competitiveness that makes Luka so valuable, not just as a player, but as a presence. With LeBron out temporarily and a new era underway in Los Angeles, Doncic has the opportunity to not only carry the team, but to redefine what it means to wear the Lakers jersey. If the wins come with it, the MVP conversation won't just be speculation, it might become reality. Doncic's influence is already being felt, not just through his stats, but through his attitude. In team practices and early preseason scrimmages, coaches and teammates alike have noted a shift in the team's tempo and intensity when Luka is on the floor. His vocal leadership, his demand for execution, and his calm under pressure are elevating the group in ways that go beyond the box score. Veteran forward Anthony Davis has also commented on Doncic's early impact, saying, "Luka's not just a scorer or passer. He reads the game 2 plays ahead. He's constantly talking, directing guys. That kind of presence, especially without Braun, is huge for us right now. Internally, the Lakers coaching staff has been working to build an offense that maximizes Donic's strengths while maintaining balance. Redick, known for his analytical approach and emphasis on spacing, has implemented sets that give Donic more freedom to operate, particularly out of the high pick and roll, a system where he's already showing elite command. Defensively, the Lakers still have questions to answer, and Luka has acknowledged that his end of the floor has to improve. "I know I have to take more responsibility on defense," he admitted. "It's not just about scoring. If we want to win big, it's going to take complete effort, from all of us." Media response has been swift. Several national analysts have started including Donic in early MVP watch lists. Former MVP Kevin Garnett recently stated on his podcast that Luka could be the most valuable guy in the league if the Lakers stay in the top 3 in the West. Even opposing coaches have taken note. After a preseason game, Suns head coach Frank Vogel said, "He controls every possession. You can't speed him up, and now that he's got shooters and finishers around him, it's dangerous. He's going to be a problem all year." Meanwhile, LeBron James, though sidelined with a minor ankle issue, has remained active with the team, and has reportedly been mentoring Donic closely behind the scenes. Sources say LeBron has been working with Luka on handling media pressure, late-game decision-making, and managing the emotional swings of a long NBA season. That mentorship could prove invaluable, especially if the Lakers push for a deep playoff run. Donic, still only 26, has already achieved more than most players do in a lifetime, but he's never shied away from wanting more. This season, the stakes are clear. Expectations are high. And with a healthy, empowered Luka Doncic leading the way, the Lakers believe they're not just chasing relevance, they're chasing banners. The MVP conversation? That will take care of itself, if the wins keep coming.